Mr. Tom Hanks.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a long night for any 501c, I know. Thank you. Thank you. Laura Linney, and I mean this in the most admiring, the most wonderfully objective way. This is a man, excuse me, I am a man who is in so very much in awe of what this woman brings to the craft. Years ago, I was listening to NPR, KPCC in Pasadena. She was talking about, I don't know, some damn project that she did. She was on stage, and the host said, "Laura, you do so much. You do television, and you do films, and you do plays. So why do you jump back and forth between all those medium and as often as you do?" And she was taken aback by the question. She couldn't figure out why anyone would ask such a question, because she just said, "Well, because I love to act." What a perfect explanation for why we do what we do. We just absolutely love it. Now, two people tonight in an extraordinary array of honorees have said something. First, it was Mahershala Ali said it, and then Annette Bening did as well. Is that none of these awards are personal awards; they are all ensemble awards, and nothing could be more true over the course of anyone's career. Anyone standing up here has worked with actors who lifted their game, who inspired them, who surprised them, who sandbagged them and made them dig somehow deeper than they were prepared to do. We've worked for studios, and everybody back there at table 807, the studios down, even the table 807, the studios invest time and money, and more importantly than anything else, the studios have to take your very angry phone calls at some point. God bless them all. The producers that I've worked with over and over again, the art directors and the costumers, who really are the very first visit to the character you make. You do not have a character until you put on the clothes of that character, and you work with an artist who is the absolute equal of what happens on the other side of the camera. There's editors, and of course there's writers, and there's directors, and no one can stand up here with this award and not understand that they are blessed beyond recompense to be able to do so. I must say, I was thrilled and I was stunned to hear the fabulous actor Andrew Garfield finally see to it that the Palm Springs International Film Festival gave some love to Joe versus the Volcano. Thank you. Thank you. And of late, I've been able to work with the producers Alan Stewart and Tim Moore, people who worked long and hard and laboriously on just trying to edge our film Sully that much closer to reality. The cinematographers, Tom Stern, whose work I never saw. It was always just there in the background, and you don't even recognize it until you see the final film. I was able to work with the editor of Blue Miller, the man or the woman, the editor, who takes out these little nuggets of moments that you don't even know that you've produced, and they make sure that the director sees it and has it in their deck of cards in order to make it happen. The screenwriter, Todd Komarnicki, is the greatest screenwriter as anyone has ever been able to work with, and I've been blessed to be able to work with some of the very, very finest. And of course, the directors that I've been able to work with, the latest of which is Mr. Clint Eastwood, a man who is true, yes, an icon of his own, a man who, if it's possible, to be both extremely intimidating and at the same time absolutely liberating as a worker, somehow he makes that happen. I think it's because Clint never says action and he never says cut.
That's right.
He says this: All right, go ahead. And then later he says, well, that's enough of that. So between these two great lessons that I learned on Sully, number one, we do it because we love acting. And secondly, we do it because if you do it right, if you along with the crew who is trying to make the same movie you are, if at the end of the take and at the end of the day, the boss can tell you, all right, that's enough of that. That means you've done your job well enough to have a moment like I'm having right now at the Palm Springs International Film Festival.